Happy holidays, everybody. It's Bob Phillips, Common Cause, North Carolina, and I'm at the old state capitol grounds by the official North Carolina Christmas tree. Certainly this year, whether you have supported us with a financial contribution or answered a call to action, I want to say thank you so much because, of course, we couldn't do our work without your support. And when we look back at 2024, we think about the many accomplishments we were all able to make together, whether it was defending voting rights or holding power accountable, or making sure that every North Carolinian across the state was empowered to indeed have their voices heard at the ballot box. All this work we do is with an eye toward building that multiracial, inclusive democracy that works for every North Carolinian. Again, we could not be able to do this work without you and your support. So, as we look back at the year that was, here are 4 stories for 24. Did you know North Carolina is home to more 4-year historically black colleges and universities than any other state? And for 18 years, Common Cause North Carolina has been working at these HBCU campuses to empower a new generation of democracy leaders. That important work continued in 2024 as our Common Cause HBCU Student Action Alliance was active at all 10 HBCUs across North Carolina. The heart of our HBCU work is led by our Democracy Fellows, outstanding student leaders who strengthen civic engagement in their campus communities. In 2024, our Democracy Fellows helped thousands of HBCU students register to vote. Our team distributed nonpartisan voter guides throughout campuses and in surrounding communities. And we helped organize voter education events and marches to the polls, encouraging students to use the power of their ballot. This was all done to ensure these young people have a voice in our democracy and to help them begin a lifetime of civic engagement as they become democracy leaders today and in the years ahead. In 2024, we at Common Cause North Carolina launched a game-changing way to engage young people in our democracy with our Carolina Days Music and Arts Festivals. This exciting festival series featured an all-star lineup of performers, including 10-time Grammy Award-nominated singer and actress Janelle Monáe, headlining our Raleigh event. Our Carolina Days Festival kicked off in the state capitol, then traveled to Charlotte, Greensboro, and Wilmington in the fall. And thanks to the festival, we were able to make a donation to organizations providing crucial hurricane relief in western North Carolina. At each Carolina Days event, young people took the stage between musical performances to express why this new generation of voters must use the power of their ballot. And pro-democracy activists provided attendees with important resources on registering to vote, casting a ballot, and staying engaged year-round in this crucial work. Ultimately, thousands of young North Carolinians attended our Carolina Days Music and Arts Festivals this year, building a vibrant, youth-led grassroots movement that will carry on well after 2024 as we create the foundations for a pro-democracy future. In 2024, Common Cause North Carolina launched our most ambitious voter education and mobilization campaign ever. Throughout the year, from the March primary through the fall general election, our team informed, engaged, and mobilized voters across the state. We held ready-to-vote community education events in big cities and small towns, helping people prepare for the polls. Meanwhile, we provided online and print voter guides used by hundreds of thousands of people across the state, giving voters reliable facts about the candidates on their ballot. On Election Day, our nonpartisan election protection volunteers were at polling places and answering the voter hotline, responding to questions, and helping ensure voters' rights were respected. And after Election Day, our team monitored County Board of Election meetings throughout the state to make sure every vote was properly counted. All of this work, from college campuses to community centers, on smartphones and doorsteps, was done day in and day out throughout this election year, all with an eye toward empowering North Carolinians of all ages and backgrounds to exercise their freedom to vote. We know that the work of defending our democracy is never done. We saw that on display as just 2 weeks after the election day, the Republican-controlled lame duck legislature unveiled an atrocious power grab in Senate Bill 382. The bill shortchanged desperately needed hurricane relief for Western North Carolina while hurting voters and undermining our elections. We and our pro-democracy partners united in opposition to the bill, traveling to the legislature to oppose this egregious power grab. Ultimately, the Republicans' lame duck supermajority pushed through SB 382 over the veto of Governor Roy Cooper and the objections of North Carolina voters. The unconstitutional provisions of SB 382 will face legal challenges. And although this horrendous legislation was rammed through by a lame duck legislature, we saw in the powerful protests against SB 382 that we, our partners, and the people of North Carolina will not be silent. Be silent anymore. Meanwhile, we're standing up and speaking out to protect the votes of 60,000 North Carolinians who are being unfairly targeted in a dangerous ploy by Jefferson Griffin to overturn the outcome of this year's state Supreme Court election. The votes in that election have been counted and recounted, confirming that the voters of North Carolina chose Justice Allison Riggs to be on the high court. But Griffin refuses to respect the will of North Carolina. Instead, he's now turning to the state Supreme Court in hopes the justices will do the unthinkable, throw out tens of thousands of lawful votes and hand Griffin a seat on that court. To speak out against Griffin's ploy, we at Common Cause North Carolina have a public service campaign with billboards, social media posts, and videos telling the stories of voters outrageously targeted by Griffin. Our message is clear. It's time for Griffin to respect the will of the voters and accept the outcome of the election.
Count my vote.
Well, you can see behind me is the city of Raleigh all lit up for the holiday season. We think about the changing political landscape in North Carolina and how Common Cause North Carolina will be here with your help, fighting to defend voting rights, fighting to end gerrymandering, and holding power accountable. We, of course, look to 2025 to build those grassroots movements for lasting wins in defending democracy. Certainly, we look forward to the new year and, with your help, having a very productive one. So, for the entire Common Cause North Carolina team, I'm Bob Phillips, wishing you a very happy new year and happy holiday season.